You know how we do. Seattle Connected, the show that connects you with entrepreneurs, business people, movers and shakers in our community, letting you know about them before they become household names, which we know they're on their way to becoming. Today's guest, this guy makes sure he doesn't just shoot something, he shoots it with clarity and quality. He wants to make sure you got those memories for you and your family. He takes pride in what he does, whether you need something done for a special event, cars, whatever. This man knows something about lowriders, living a low life, but he's not a low life. He takes care of his business and he takes care of his peoples. Please give it up for my guest, Mack.Shot.It.
I appreciate you, man. Come on.
What's up, brother? Yeah, I always ask, how was the intro?
That was the intro right there.
Yeah.
I appreciate that.
Yeah, and we have an artist with us as well.
Yes.
Roz, what's up? Say what's up to the people.
Yo, what's up with y'all?
Yeah, man. So thanks for coming, guys.
No, I appreciate you. Thank you for extending that hand out and getting me out here, man. I really do appreciate that.
Of course, man. I saw your work and I was like, man, this guy stays busy.
I try to be as busy as I can. I mean, as much as our state's gonna let us be, you know what I mean? Because we get a couple months where we can actually get to shine out here with the summertime, but most of the time it's rainy. So a lot of these cars don't come out. So when they do come out, we're trying to be out there every single weekend, catching it, getting whatever sun we can.
Yeah, no doubt, man. That's true. You got to soak it up while you can.
It's a Washington thing, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
We're not Cali, so we get to enjoy it a little bit different. A little bit different. This
is true, man. So let's jump right in. So what would you say was the first car that you fell in love with?
I'm gonna give it two. There's two because I can't lie.
Yeah.
There's a movie called Boulevard Nights, right? It's an old school lowrider movie. Some of you cats might know about it. If not, go look it up. Boulevard Nights. And there's this blue 2-door 72 Monte Carlo that's in there, and that was the very first car that I fell in love with. Big body. Just, man hitting the switches on there, looking clean coming down the road. Just, those body lines on it. That was the first car that I ever got hooked to. And then the one that really set it off for me, like I really want to be a lowrider too, was obviously Training Day. When I seen him hit that switch, the sound of it, stepping into the office, when I seen that car, it set me off. So I've been a Monte Carlo man. As you know what I mean? That's my thing. I don't know what it is about those body lines or those Montes. They were just made different.
Yeah.
Those are the two cars. It's between them two. I can't really pick which one it was, but for sure those two.
Yeah, you saw it as a work of art, just attracted you, and you was like, man, I'm hooked.
I mean, when you see something like that just stands out a little bit, right? It kind of just catches your attention.
It's beautiful, man.
Right?
Yeah.
Because you see it on the movie, but when you see it in person, that's when it's different.
Yeah.
Right? Because anybody can see anything on the movie, like, oh, that's cool. But when you see it in person, you hear that sound of that switch. A grown man looking happy, hitting the switch, Other people looking at him pointing.
Yeah.
There's another thing like that, man.
Yeah.
I wish a lot of people would experience it.
You have a different appreciation for it.
Well, it's the quality of build of the man because, these cars reflect who you are. These lowriders, anybody who builds any type of custom car, it's a reflection of themselves.
That's real.
You know what I mean? It speaks to that man. Whatever the car wants, that man's going to do it because it speaks to you. When you're doing that, man, I need this part. Oh, this might not fit. I'm going to try it. How does this look? You don't really care what other people have to say about your vehicle as long as you're driving it, you happy with it. That's really what it is. It's like, what would I say to somebody who is maybe out here wants to cruise? There's been a big thing about a lot of people ask me since they've been seeing my videos is, man, my car's not complete yet. What should I do? Can I come out there? Is anybody gonna judge me? And I feel like up here in Seattle, the community with this lowrider stuff, donk stuff, anything, you come out here, you ride, you got a car, you're more than welcome to come slide, right? And it feels a little bit different, as I said, when you get into that car and you're with grown men, grown women, they kids, they family all around, and they treat you like family, man. It's crazy because a lot of people just don't know about it.
So when did you get into the photography aspect of it?
When I take that picture of you, bro, last year and some change, like a year and some change ago, right? It's on. If you go all the way down on my Instagram and scroll all the way down, you can see the very first photo I took off my camera, and it's only maybe a year and like 5 months when I first picked up the camera.
That's it?
Yeah.
Nah, just because the quality of it, I'm like, man, this guy's been probably doing photography for a minute.
No, it's actually learning from a couple people, asking, not being afraid to ask somebody not knowing, just me not knowing, putting pride aside, like, man, I don't know what this is. Can you help me out with anything? And in that time, I soaked up a lot of different stuff from a lot of different photographers, and it kind of I just put it all together. You know what I mean? Like, I just put everything that I learned from everybody. Got the camera that I first started out with the Sony A6000. Shout out to the Sony A6000 because that thing got me through got me through some stuff, and I rocked with that for a good little while, and then I upgraded to the Sony A7 III. And that's what you're seeing right now. The videos, everything that you're seeing right now is off of that and the iPhone.
Okay.
Most of it is just iPhone and the Sony A7 III. That's
Making it work, yeah.
Doing the best that we could possibly do with it. You know what I mean?
Nah, it's incredible, man. It's incredible. I was just about to ask you the videos, man. Or, whew.
You know, I think they are. To be honest with you, I'm not trying to boast or anything.
Go ahead,
like that.
man. Go ahead.
No, it ain't about boasting, but I think that it's the technology, it's the algorithm, right? Because when I was coming up, the only thing I got to see was lowrider calendars.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And
Remember
YouTube videos.
Lowrider magazine.
And that was it, going to 7-Eleven and seeing it like that.
Yeah.
That was all. And, you know, Mom, please, God, I'm going to do the dishes for the next week. I promise, just give me this one, please. It's a new issue.
Yeah.
Seeing it now, there's a whole algorithms now. You know what I mean? You upload a picture, you might only get 50, 100 likes, depends on if that's what you think, if you're actually going for likes or whatnot, or how people can see it, view it, and engage with it, right? The videos, I just seen that's the most easiest way to engage with anybody. Is you post a video up, and it just goes. If people like it, it's generally going to grow by itself. If it's not,
share it.
It's just going to be stagnant, right? But if you can see the progress of each video as you go, each photo as you go, and I think it's kind of like a little high that you chase, right? It's because you want to get better. Like, damn, okay, so that video did that. How can I make it a little bit better? What edit can I put on that video to make it a little bit better? You know, how can I shoot this to make it a little bit better? And that's what I love about these videos and these pictures, man. It just keeps on getting better. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, for real, like, it's because of the cars, the people who are there, the visual, what it looks like, the city itself. Because people, for some reason, they don't think there's lowriders in Seattle.
That's true.
I don't know why.
Yeah, I was just about to ask you, man. So, like, the car culture up here, and I know there's a lot of people from Washington who migrated from California and, you know, some Florida, all over. Would you consider the car culture up here almost like a club, like you were saying earlier? You know, you can go to these events and people treat you like family.
Well, yeah, so there's a couple shout outs that I do want to give real quick on just that topic alone.
Make it happen.
There's, as I said before, the Seward Park has been going on since the 80s.
Oh, yeah.
There's some fellas out there who've been doing it and brought the lowriding up from California and a couple other places. People like, I can't name everybody, I don't want to leave people out, but they know who they are, you know?
Okay.
They know who they are, the originators up here in Washington, and we're doing a little documentary on them ourselves too. But there's a guy up here, his name's Ray, 7 Trey Ray, right? He started the Western Washington Cruisers. Is where we all get together. It's a Facebook page, and it's just letting us know what we're going to do this weekend. Car shows that are, you know, up in Bellingham all the way down to Olympia, Portland. You know, it's all posted on there. So we all get together on there, and it's people just like that who do stuff like that. You know, as I said, when they go out of their way to do stuff like that, it builds that bondship and it builds that brotherhood with each other. It's not just one person be like, hey, come to my thing, and that's it. Yeah. You know, it's $20 to come in and give me your money. We don't even worry about nothing like that. We just cruise every single week, and we waste at least $100 in gas on a Friday, another $60 on Saturday. Yeah. You know what I mean? I was like, but that's because people want to just come out and enjoy with each other. Yeah. It's yes, we have different car clubs. There's a lot of different car clubs out here. I'm from a car club. I'm rocking my shirt, mi estilo. Okay. You know, which means my style in English. Yeah. There's a bunch of different car clubs out here, solo riders, people who just ride with their loved ones, with their sons, their daughters, their mothers, their fathers, whoever it is, right? But when we all come together, it doesn't matter what name's on the shirt, it doesn't matter what color you are. All that matters is what you're riding in. Yeah. That's it.
That's community bonding right there,
Unity in the community.
Yeah. One more time.
Unity in the community.
Okay. So how many car shows would you say you've attended?
I mean, altogether, or are we talking about, let's just put a time limit on, let's say the last 2 years. Okay. Yeah, let's say the last 2 years, and then I'll tell you all in general how many. In the last 2 years, I've been to about 30 to 35 car shows, right? 5 super shows. So super shows are basically Lowrider Magazine sanctioned event in Arizona, California, Texas, Florida, a couple in Cali, Vegas. You know, those are super shows. Right. So that's over, 500 cars, crazy event, all day long. And those type of events, you can't plan for something like that. Like, that's something that you have to experience for yourself. I know people can go to YouTube and watch somebody walk around with the camera all day and look at the cars. that's something that you really got to experience on your own and come see it if you've never been to one. It's because it's like, oh, people want to come out and say, oh, they're just here for this, or who cares about these cars. It's the craftsmanship is what I love to see. Right, you get to see somebody's hard work, and they'll tell you about it. If you ask anybody at a car show, doesn't matter how much the car is worth, if you ask them about it, they're gonna sit there and they're gonna tell you about the car. They don't put themselves on pedestals or anything, because they know what it takes, and what their words can mean to somebody else to build a car.
Yeah,
that's why I say I love going out to lowrider shows. Just they're very accepting, no matter what your age is, ethnicity does not matter. These super show events and just any other car show that are local that people might be throwing, when you go out to it, it's just, you get to see the bondship of everybody that you didn't know that was out here. Fellowship, kids running around, people just having fun with each other. Like I say, if I want you to come out this weekend, right? I told you we have an event in Arlington. I want you to come out just so you could see, just to come check it out and just see what I'm talking about. Is because if you don't go and experience it for yourself, you're not gonna really know. You think it's just, oh, these guys are gonna be over here in this group, and these guys are gonna be over here in this group. It ain't nothing like that. This man will tell you. He's been here. This is one of my day ones, right?
Okay.
My day ones. He's been here. He's known me a long time, since 5th grade. And he'll tell you about this lowrider stuff, how I've been. It's not something that just grew on, or that we just got hooked onto because we seen it on YouTube a year ago. This is the way we live. It's what we about. I think about it when I wake up. I want to think about it when I go to sleep. Everybody who I know is wrapped up in it, and it's an addiction. And that's why I say this city of Seattle has given me a lot, and I want to share it with everybody else. That's why I reached out to you to get onto the podcast.
Yeah.
To tell everybody, man, come follow my Instagram, reach out to me, Mack.Shot.It, and we can definitely work together. Whether you want lowriders, you want me to come out to shoot your event, you want to just see more cars out there. We don't charge you to come see the vehicles when we in Seattle. We cruising. You want to come meet up with us, come see us where we at. Just tap in. You guys, there's a lot of cars out here that people might not even know about. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's the truth.
Yeah, that's beautiful, man. I like how you touched on the craftsmanship and the detail, and I see that in your photography and videos as well, because you're not just, all right, let me take a picture. You know what you want the person seeing that video or that picture to, you're highlighting it, like, all right, check this out. You're not just shooting it from a distance and it's like, all right, it's a car, but what's so special about it? Like, you're really capturing the importance of the vehicle, and it's not just a car.
That.
It's art, and it's beautiful, man. So, talking about art, what's up, Roz?
Come on now, tell him and this guy does real quick. I want to plug him. He's done the song for the Northwest Super Show that's happening June 23rd in Portland, Oregon.
Okay.
His track. Yeah. We'll send that over to you so he can give you a little play before the video comes out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So you could just check that out, or even if you have it here, we'll play it today.
Okay.
You know what I mean? But go ahead, Roz, introduce me.
Yeah.
Yo, you know what I'm saying? My name is Roz. Sound a little nervous right now, just to be honest. But yeah, Roz Clot, that's RAZKLOT77 on just about all social media. You know what I'm saying? I go by Roz just for short. Mack's been riding with me since like the beginning, like since way back, you know what I'm saying? Like from the early music to now, and now he's shooting videos and the quality's getting better and better. So like being able to work with bro like that, like my art, his art come together, we make something that's dope, you know what I'm saying? Like, bro picked up the camera a year and a half ago, and the quality is just gotten better and better. But as for like my art, I've been working on 2 albums, a G-Funk album, and an album that's like I'm reaching back to my roots of like how I started rapping and why I fell in love with it. Okay. And the title of it's gonna be The Return of Roslito. So it's like, you know what I'm saying, like jumping back into my older mind, but like at this time now with this skill and just making dope music.
Yeah. Yeah. How long you been working on music for? Is this something that you can't even remember, but you just I know you're tuned in?
Since like middle school.
Okay.
But then like high school, I started taking it serious, and that's when I would say I really started.
Had that love for it, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like learning how to write songs, learning how to write choruses, learning how to write whole albums like as a cohesive project, not just like mixtapes.
Right. It's therapeutic too.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? All the expression, every emotion through every degree, get to express that through music, and it sounds dope. That's therapy. That's
especially too when I can, you know, bump it in the old schools, put other people on, and it's G-Funk. You know, not everybody wants to, let's be honest with you, you know, you got your certain type of music that you're going to bump when you're in the old school. You're not going to bump heavy rock or some metal, you know
yeah,
what I mean?
know what to say, no
and that's
country.
no disrespect to any of the music, right?
Yeah.
But you want something that's nice. You're cruising, you're low and slow. You know, you want
Fits
something that
the
you can
vibe.
vibe with, that G-Funk, that Warren G, early 80s, you know what I mean? Early 90s type of vibe, that Stevie B, you know, switch it up, go to the Temptations.
Zapp
you know?
and Roger.
Come on now, let's play some Erykah Badu.
What?
You know, and
Come
really
on.
just switch it up with everything, but having that good music that you can vibe with. So it's dope when I have one of my best friends who can do that for me and play that and actually make an album, put everything that he can into it, and know the type of music that I like and that we both like, that we know what to cruise to, and he could produce that and make that. It's dope. It's a dope feeling.
Yeah, have that soundtrack with the lowriders, man.
Come
That's
on.
important. Soundtrack to the streets. That's what's up. So what was the song, Roz? I didn't catch. You said the title of the song?
The title of the song or the album?
No, you said the album, the song. You were saying
Oh, the Northwest Super Show.
okay.
Yep.
The anthem. What's that?
So what is it? What's the name of it? Is it Oye?
Oh yeah.
That's right. That's what it is. Yeah, he
Oye.
named it Oye.
Okay.
So Oye. I got it. I got the song. I'm gonna go ahead and
Okay.
I'll play
Oye.
that. I'll play that
Oye
too when we
means
get a
listen.
second.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we could just vibe to it, so you could check it out. But it's something that he made, and what it was too is I told these guys from Lowrider Magazine who reached out to me. They said if I had an artist who could make the Northwest Super Show song within, I would say, what was it, a day and a half?
Damn.
And he went to the studio, wrote it right then and there, sent it over, produced it, shot a whole little video to it. Everything, man. And it was just that quick, you know. And that's what that's another thing too, is that if we're able to work with people like that who can deliver in that moment when they know it's serious, it's a opening, right? There's a door right there, and it's up to you to walk through that, right? I led you to that door. We in the house together, right? And this door is on you to open it up. It's whether I took you right to it, it's on you now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And having someone like that who knows the value of a moment like that to be able to produce that quick, and when they see it, they're like, oh, okay, he didn't just write this or something. This really, he's this type of person. He can produce this.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So giving people like my boy opportunities, other people out here that we can get opportunities, man. Everybody, really.
Yeah.
And I know some people look at it too, like you want to help everybody out, and it's like I just want to give the people who I see that are deserving a chance to do it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Supposed to do.
Because I didn't get that opportunity. I had to kick this door in. Nobody knew who I was a year and a half ago. They didn't give a damn who Mack.Shot.It was or a photo by me, to be honest.
Yeah.
But I made it so known about it and so consistent with the name and what I was doing that there was you couldn't deny it no more. You go look at the profile, the videos, the views. You can't deny that.
Nah, quality will always speak for itself.
All
and,
the time.
You know, eventually people will wake up. Sometimes you have to use that as fire to keep going. You know, it's like, all right, well, I'm gonna show you something. You know, I don't need any handouts. It'd be cool if you could help me out, but if not, you know, there's always another door you can go through. So watch me get in the door, and then you're gonna say, damn, that guy's for real.
And then and hold no grudges, everybody.
Nah.
Hold no grudges. If they don't want to work with you right now, it's just because, you know, you think about it like this. If you was in somebody else's platform or you had that platform, would you work with every single person who hit you up? Every single Instagram message that you got, as much as you would want to, the truth of the matter is you can't.
That's true.
There's not enough time in the day.
Yeah.
With any to do it, right? But you want to really look at it and give somebody that opportunity. Like, I know him. I knew where he was at.
Right.
I seen what he did. He grinded. He took his time, and he did it right. He didn't try and get over on nobody.
Right.
He didn't burn his name. He didn't try and make $100 here off of you when he didn't have to. You know what I mean? Keeping your name solid. That's the biggest thing. And having people around you that you know ain't trying to gain off you. I want to see you eat. Because you know, if I can eat right now, you're gonna come to my table and we often eat. It might not be in this very moment, right? But you stick with me, I promise you, we all gonna get fed. Ain't nobody going hungry in this family no more.
That's real.
You know what I mean? But people need to know that you need a team around you. You can't do anything alone. You gotta have the right people around you, right?
No, I was just about to say that, man. It's not just having, you know, I know 100 people. I'm gonna have everybody you know isn't meant to be in your circle. Everyone in your circle needs to play a position.
Right.
So it's like, if we're going to do this, you know, everyone needs to know their role and how they can bring that to the table. So your thing might be, okay, I'm going to do the videography, photography. He might do the music. You know, I might be the guy who casts the people for the videos. This guy over here might be the chef. I mean, everyone needs to know their role, play it, and understand that, all right, Roz might be shining today, and then you're shining tomorrow. It's not, oh, why did I, you know what I'm saying? And then if you have people like that in your circle, then you don't have the right team around you. You know, everyone needs to know the vision and not get big-headed and feel like I'm looking for some instant success or gratification or whatever. And even if you feel that way, that's cool. But if everyone's vision isn't kind of aligned together, you know, that's when you have a lot of problems in business, unfortunately.
The way you have to look at it too is if you have a group of homies with you, let's just put it like this, y'all. Let's say whoever's listening to this or watching this, if you have a group of 5 boys with you right now and one of you guys is an artist, let's say you guys are a rapper, do you think that these other 4 friends that you have, if you have a show tonight, would they give you the diamonds that they have on their necklace? Would they give you the shoes that they're wearing because they might have better shoes than you? Would they let you pull up in their car because their car might be a little bit better? It's not about faking it, but it's about making one of your boys look better in that day at that time because of what it's going to come with it when he shines.
Right.
If he shines.
Yep.
Why should we all try and compete with each other? If my boy can shine because I know how real he is and I know he stands with me 10 toes down no matter what the situation is. If I can make you shine tonight because it's going to help us out, I got you, my boy.
Yeah.
Here, take this.
Yeah.
Wear these. Pull up in this.
Yep.
Drop me off around the corner. Pull back up. That's,
yeah.
You know what I mean? Do you have homies that are willing to do that for you? Do you have homies when you can call at 10 at night like, hey, bro, I'm going to be performing tonight. You think you could pull up with a couple lowriders?
Mm-hmm.
Do you have homies like that who are willing to do that, to put their own stuff aside and to be able to help you out? No matter what anybody says, man, you got to find those right people. You can't do it alone, but it's 100,000 times harder to do it. If you have a solid group around you of at least 3 people, that's all you need. That's all you need. Mm-hmm. You don't need 30,000 followers. You don't need 50,000 followers, 100,000. You can do damage with, how many people are in this room right now?
Yeah, that's
you know what
real,
I mean?
man.
There ain't 100 people in here. I don't even know how many people are going to watch this or who even cares to hear what we really talking about. But I bet you anything, there's at least somebody out there who's going to watch this video and be like, you know, they was right.
No, tell somebody else. Yeah.
They're going to tell somebody else, hey, my boy, I got something for you.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, let's go hop in the studio. I'm going to pay for your studio time this weekend because I believe in you. I told my boy right here, I believed in him since day one. Since day one he started rapping. It's not because he's my homeboy. I think this boy can flow. He's dope, and he just needs the right platform to get out there so people can hear him. And I believe if I can help out in any type of way, he gonna get his opportunity, and people gonna hear him, and they're gonna hear what he got, especially from being up here from Seattle.
Yeah, and
you know
I can tell he would do the same for you.
Oh well, I mean, I would hope so. It's not demanded, but the love I give, I would hope it's reciprocated back at any time.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just like you, if you need something from me, I holler at you. You need something from me, you let me know what it is in any type of way. I'm gonna help you out. I got you because you came through and helped me out. You know what I mean?
Go.
Stayed in contact with me even though I couldn't find the place.
Oh,
hey, I was lost for a second. I ain't gonna lie.
Good.
I ain't gonna lie.
No, that's what's up, man. I appreciate it. Man, touched on a lot of things. So how can people find out about any events coming up, or if they want to get in contact with you and they say, yo, man, I got this lowrider, I got this car, I need some help, you know, I want you to shoot something. How can they get in touch with you?
Man, you go follow my Instagram, Mack.Shot.It. You'll see a little dude. Let me see if I have him. Let me see where's he at. My little, hey, he's right here. You'll see that little dude right there.
Mack.Shot.It.
And I get back to every single message. I reply to everybody. I'll look at the message, make sure it's not a scam or something like that. You know what I mean? Hey, you want a cartoon version of your car? Hey, you want to get some followers? Not to those. But if you get at me, that's how you'll find the events. I post everything to my Instagram and to my Facebook. You know what I mean? I'll get all the flyers up there. Whatever you guys need to know, it'll be on there. I promise you that. And then just message me. A message in the area you at. If you're not in Seattle, if you're anywhere in Washington, you let me know and I'll make sure that I get you to that show that's happening that weekend.
Okay, and Roz, let the people know how they can get in touch with you or hear some music.
Just look up RAZKLOT 77. You'll find it everywhere.
Okay.
Just that simple. So before we even head out or anything like that, I wanted to ask you some questions because I watched all the episodes.
Oh, right. I appreciate it.
And I heard you asking people these questions. I heard you just, asking everybody else about them, but I want to know a little bit about you, if you don't mind.
Yeah.
I would say I have about 2 questions that I really do want to know.
All right.
How do you feel about the podcasting right now in the Seattle area, do you feel like we're getting enough people from the area, or that people are getting enough shine on them right now from Seattle? Or do you think that we need to put in a lot more work in this area?
I think we need to put in a lot more work. I see it growing, but I think one of the biggest things that's stunning the growth in the Seattle area is working together. I think more people need to work together and support one another and know that there's enough room for everybody to shine. Everybody can eat. So you could have a podcast focus on something, I can have one, but it doesn't mean that, well, I'm not going to support him because I want likes on mine and I want views on mine. We could help each other out. You know, you can introduce me to someone else and they can introduce them and so on and so forth. So I think it's dope. It's showing a lot of creatives in the Northwest, but I think that there should be more collaborating, you know, and hey, I shine, you shine. So I think it is good, man, and it is growing, but there's still room for that.
And then where do you see yourself in a year from now?
Taking over the game. No, I didn't want to say it like that, but the reason why I started this podcast, man, I appreciate the question, is because I wanted to be able to highlight minority movers and shakers, because a lot of times, man, we get overlooked. And I got to the point where I was tired of waiting for whether it was a television station or a website or someone else to do it. And I said, you know what? I'm going to just do it myself. I talked to some of my day ones. They were like, that's a good idea. Whatever you need, we got you. I said, cool. I was on to something. Knocked out the first couple episodes, and the response was better than I thought. So I said, man, that kind of fed me to want to do it even more and reach out to other people who had the same vision as me. So I was like, you know what? If I can help somebody else out, that's cool, because I'm not expecting anything from this. It's just my love of helping people that I've always had, and working with good people, like-minded people, you know, because I've had people reach out to me that really didn't fit what I was trying to do, or I didn't like their attitude. And it's cool. We just weren't meant to work together. Right. But then there's people like you guys and guests that I've had where I was like, man, I want to do another episode with someone like that. So in the next year, man, I'd like to take this beyond Seattle and connect with other cities out there, whether Miami, New York, LA, you know, Chicago. Just keep growing the platform, man.
Hey man, that's really dope. I would say that's a message basically to anybody, right? Yeah. Is to stick with it. If you can get something that you like or something that you really want to do, go full throttle with it, man. Just don't look back. And this is the same thing. And that's crazy that what you were talking about right now is because it's the same words I told him when we were sitting at the house thinking about, like, man, what are we going to do this summer? I told him I'm going to pick up a camera because I've been lowriding out here since 2007. Been out here for a long time. And I just never seen myself in a lot of people's photos. It wasn't that they wasn't trying to get me or anything like that. It was just I didn't see myself in the photos. Maybe they missed me in that time, but I never got to see myself cruising, which I thought to myself, I ain't never gonna do that to nobody. If you out here cruising, you gonna know that you was out here, right? You're gonna get some photos, you're gonna get some videos. So if whether it gets 100 likes or 100,000, the fact of the matter is you gonna see it. Right. You saw yourself, your girl, your son, whoever it was with you, they saw yourself. Because you look different when you cruising and you're thinking you look good, but to see it on video, you're like, oh wait, hold on, let me go back. Let me rewind that real quick. Right. So man, when it comes to all this stuff, bro, and everything that you talking about, I just felt it so much because I did the same thing. I just invested my time, the opportunity, and being away from loved ones and sacrificing and dealing with people's, you know, attitudes. And man, that's not a good angle. I don't like this. Oh man, you know, whatever it was, come out here. I'm only gonna pay you this much. You know what I mean? Dealing with everything and sticking with it, and just knowing that I know how good I am, and that ain't to boast. Everybody, you gotta be, you gotta believe in yourself. Believe that you the best one. Whether it comes to editing, man, I can set this mic up like nobody's business. I promise you that. Right, this microphone will be set up in the next 30 seconds. I'm the best at it.
You gotta have that confidence.
Right, no matter what it is that you do, whether it's tying your shoes in the morning, putting your socks on, you're the best at it. Right, regardless what anybody thinks, bro, or how tacky that shit sounds, is what I believe. If you think that you're the best at what you do, you're gonna speak it into existence. Right, and that's the truth. And the reason why I'm telling you that is because I did it a year ago. I was a nobody. I put the work in. I did the footwork, and I'm still doing it right now. I ain't nowhere yet. I'm just telling you that jumping off and getting to a platform where you're able to get on podcasts where people want to see what you're doing. Anybody can do it.
Yeah.
You just have to stay. You just got to keep that grind. You got to know what you want to produce and what you want to be out there and how you want it to come out. Never second guess yourself in this, in anything. If you're going to do it, do it. Right? That's the best advice I can give anybody. It doesn't matter what you want to do. If you want to do it, just do it.
That's what's up. Mac, you want to give any shout outs?
Man, I got two real quick. I got from the magazine who I shoot for, Low Society, my other fellow photographers, B-Town Lows. Make sure you follow all these guys on Instagram. These are their Instagram handles. B-Town Lows Photography, Saints Lows Photography, HP Graphics, and Phoenix Photography. Right now, these are the boys who I shoot with in Low Society, man. And then shout out to the Western Washington Cruisers, my boy Ray. Big shout out to my boy Ross Clout for always sticking with me, always being here. And then come on, now you guys already know. Shout out to Seattle Connected Podcast, man.
Yeah, I appreciate it, man. I appreciate the love. Appreciate you guys taking time.
Hey, and listen now, hold on before we go. He said he gonna be there on the 4th. He said he coming to Arlington. I'm gonna go live. I want you there, man.
All right.
You know what I mean? I said hopefully he gonna come out.
I gotta go.
So I'll send you out the flyer, man. Anybody else wants to come out, come through. It'll be up. Check out my Instagram, Mack.Shot.It. Appreciate you, man.
Is there any I know you said there's something coming up in the end of June?
No, so actually, yes, it is the end of June. So it's the Portland lowrider USO in congestion super show, right? It's down there at the Portland Expo Center. It happened last year at the convention center. They did move it this year. It was supposed to be on the 24th, but they had to move it to the 25th because they have the races down there in Portland. I can't exactly remember what the name of it was, but they got some type of Formula something races over there. So it's the weekend of the 23rd, the 24th. Those are the load-in days, and then the show actually is the 25th.
Okay.
Now, every single Friday, you guys, if you look up this handle, the Northwest Super Show on Instagram, we give away 2 free tickets every single week to the show.
Okay.
Kids 13 and under get in free.
Oh, that's what's up.
You know what I mean? We got cars from Seattle, Portland, Northern California, everywhere, Idaho, Colorado, all coming out, man, to this show. So if you guys can come out, make sure you're there, clear your weekend for that day. It's a dope show. It's the first time it's been back in Portland in the last 15 years.
Damn.
You know what I mean? So I'm going to be there taking photos with a bunch of other people. And hopefully you come down to that too. I'm gonna get you a ticket. How about that? Hey, right here, you guys. I'm gonna get him a ticket, and hopefully he comes out.
I gotta do it, man. Call me out. I got you.
All right. Appreciate you, man. Thank you so much.
Hey, thank you, and thank you guys for watching. Always, it's important to take care of each other, but please make time for yourself. Until next time, stay connected. Peace.